Do you ever notice that you have inconsistency issues? Like one game you're gonna pop off, the next game you don't do that well?
Not as bad as it used to be. I used to be like very inconsistent, but now it's just kind of depends on who I'm playing, how like where I go. Now I'm kind of more in the middle of everything.
Okay, this is a good spot to be though, because there's a good chance you're making a consistent mistake. You know what I mean? and you might not even notice it. So my name's Jollz. I'm a Radiant player. If you're enjoying this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. If you're interested in coaching yourself or want a chance to win free coaching, be sure to watch the end of the video for details. Other than that, enjoy the video. What do you usually buy first round?
I usually go smoke, and ghost. Then on jet, it depends on what I'm planning to do. I'll either buy like smokes and a ghost or just a sheriff.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. It really just depends, right? Like if you plan on going B long, right, a sheriff buy would be good on jet, right? If you plan on grouping up as 5 and entering a site, then smokes are good, right? With armor. Okay, smokes need to be deeper. Okay, I didn't mind the play. You wanted to close the distance with the classic, right? To try and get one or something?
Yeah, I was trying to just get the kill on the smoke and get back out.
Right, right. Yeah, it was a good try. It was a good try. Okay, smokes, we're giving them good though. Okay, it's a little bit of gun control. Okay, gun control, smokes are too deep, or too shallow. We're not flush. Oh, nice shot. Oh, nice try, nice try. It was a good try, it was a good try. I like the shot that you hit on the Reyna, it was good. Oh, wait, don't smoke yet. Wait for these smokes to drop first before you smoke. Okay, now we smoke, And smoke deeper if you can. Yep, there you go, better. Nice. Scary, could be back here. We're not all the way tucked, but still good. Nice job. Okay, this was better, this was better. And I wouldn't even smoke back U-haul there, or back halls. I would probably use a smoke for like heaven, and then the other one for the connector, the B connector that goes to mid. Yeah, so I think it'd be better to smoke those two off, but yeah, other than that, it's good stuff, good stuff. I like the Japanese voices. It's actually really cool. He's quick switching a lot, yeah, but it doesn't really matter right now. Like right now, you can even knife out. I'd be knife out right here, right? We weren't ready for this trade. You have ults, you can ult B. Just ult B, ult B, ult B. Oh, nice try, nice try, nice try. So I guess they're pushing pretty hard, like other sides of the site. We can lurk mid, so drop bomb here with them, and let's just lurk. See if we can do something here. Maybe smoke for your team now, if you can. Yeah, and then you're gonna walk up art. Oh, careful. Nice, 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 nice. Go back main, yeah. You have flash for tap? Ah. Nice job. Good round. Good round. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. You had your flash out, right? And then the second they tap, you could flash and then play off of it. But you noticed that Reyna was pushing up on you, so you decided to try and flash her and try and go for the quick kill. This was good. So everything about that round was good. But if you're gonna smoke, nice job. So we actually shouldn't be pushing in. Yeah. I think one thing I'm noticing too, we do a little bit of quick switching a lot, right? And sometimes it can punish us, right? Because we're not exactly ready for the fight. Oh, is that Chamber? Is that Chamber's voice line? God damn. Nice. So here, I would smoke for our teammates. Yep, absolutely. Ah, this was very lazy tracking on the crosshair placement. Yeah, so the only thing is I probably would have smoked a little bit earlier there. The idea with lurking is like, as long as we're still giving our teammates utility, then the lurk is completely okay, right? We just have to make sure that we're watching when our teammates are pushing up and stuff, and then smoking before that. So what do you usually use your ults for, like on Omen?
I use it just either to get like behind people, or if they lose spike, I'll get it that way, or to get info.
Okay, yeah. So again, yeah, that should be deeper. We don't even smoke dugout, I think. We're leaving art open. One flank. Oh. That was a very risky ult. I think it's better to smoke like art, right? Smoke the left side and then the flower area. I think both of those smokes are a lot better, and then just have that open in the back, and that way you guys can push for that. So sometimes like it is good, the smoke ID is good to block it off so then they can't like kind of fight, but I think it gives them a little bit too much control there because they can just sit behind the smoke and then retake afterwards, and we don't have any space anywhere. Like we're not pushed up art, we're not pushed up flower, and we're not pushed up backside and into secret. Then it's like makes it very hard to hold. That shot. I'd fall. Yep. Yeah, the second you're lurking and you're by yourself and your presence is known, you get a kill like this, just fall. And it's way better so you don't get traded. And now you have numbers, right? I would smoke for our team. They're already pushed up. Yeah. So that one's okay. Again, I would have done the con, but oh, good flash. Whoa. Ballsy. So that smoke is only good if they're planning on fighting it, which they're not. There's a better one. Okay, so utility usage is the big one on Omen. If I'm being honest. This is a good trade. This was a good one. Now it's a little bit over. Yeah. The idea is like this. It's like if we're up numbers, like it's a 4v2 after we just killed them, and it's, you know, we're up numbers 4v2. Now we have to play a little bit more passive, play a little bit more off of our teammates. So we're not giving them like 1v1s like that after the fact, but other than that, it was good. So that was risky. We could have easily gotten timing here. We don't beat this. Basically, you need to be playing like an absolute rat on these save rounds, right? If they know where you are, you're gonna lose, usually. I low-key would smoke the gun. I would smoke the gun right there and TP on top of it. Oh, this isn't a bad play. Oh, nice try. I actually like that play there, though. I actually like that play. Oh, what? Oh! Okay. All right, Jet. I like it. The only thing I probably would have done differently was if I hear her like running on the outside of the smoke there, I would have probably like pushed up on the left side of the smoke, try and surprise her. So she's not looking where we're coming out of, if that makes sense. VOD reviews do have a 1 week turnaround time. But... Ooh. So what do you think went wrong there?
My crosshair placement was really bad.
Yeah, it was head level, but it wasn't giving you enough room to work with, right? Like, you always have to think about when you're holding an angle, you don't have like, you know, AI robotic reaction time like 0.001, right? You gotta give yourself a little bit of room to react. So yeah, you ended up trailing him a little bit too far behind because of that. Why don't you clone yourself and do 5 coaching sessions simultaneously? Nice, good trade. Whoa, this person's throwing. I think we saw our backside. Yeah, nice try. Very nice try. Wow, very good try. I actually like the way that you played that a lot. Another thing that you could do, so we had another smoke, right? After we smoke main, smoke the bomb. It adds so much pressure because when you tap, they don't know if you stick it. They have to push in. Otherwise, they spam and you know where they are. So smoking the bomb in a 1v1 like that, and where you don't know where they are, it's very, very strong to do. You can smoke maybe? Yeah. Good try. Good try. You isolated the 1v1 there. That's exactly what you should be doing. The only problem is, like, I think we committed to that gunfight a little bit too early where our crosshair wasn't on them. So be careful of that, right? Spraying isn't necessarily bad, but I think if your crosshair isn't on them when we begin our spray, that's when it becomes bad. We just have to make sure our crosshair's on them. Check. Now we can commit to the spray. Because spraying and then readjusting, I think, is like worst case scenario. We should only like rely on that if we have to. It's better to kind of burst than strafe in situations like that. Is it peek or peek? It depends what you're talking about. If you're peeking a corner, P-E-E-K. If you're peeked like a meridian peak, P-E-A-K. We flash when we're fucked like that. Oh, those are... Oh, one thing to note there is, like, if a dog gets you like that, it's better to quickly like trade off util to slow them down, right? So in that instance, when I'm fade dogged, I probably pull out my flash and then flash them back so they can't like capitalize off of the slow, right? It's like almost like you're basically trading off utility there just so you don't die. Okay, so Interesting game. Your lurk timings are good, and lurking in general is good, which is good, right? I think lurking is very powerful, especially in these lower ranks. You can get a lot of value out of it because it catches people off guard. There's just a couple rules with lurking that I'll go over, just so you understand. Why do you think the smoke is not the best, if you had to guess?
Because they can sit in the smoke and push on the site.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like this is you know, right. So not only does they can push out, but they can push out from every direction, right? So this is like the main thing. So if they wanted to push out, they can choose this way. They can choose this way. They can choose this way, right? There's all of these different angles that they can come out of. And every time you throw your smoke, you need to be thinking like, what are the angles that they can come from? You usually want it flush to the choke that you want it. So if you do smoke secret here, it should be something like this, right? So it's like, it's a bit more deeper. And okay, probably not like that, but this maybe. Yeah, if you do smoke it, I honestly wouldn't even smoke this area, because I think you guys should be fighting for it. So this is a little bit better, right? Now this angle is a lot more limited. So if I wanted to, I can watch both of these angles. But when it's a lot closer to me, it's a lot harder to watch all of these angles. It's a wider distance, if that makes sense. A good example would be this one, right? Sometimes you throw the smoke. This is the same thing, same idea, right? Like they can come out this way, or they can come out this way. So there's a lot of options that they can do. But if you smoke it like completely on the choke and it's flush, this is the only this is the only angle they can come out of. It limits their space. This is like the perfect smoke. So on attack side, when should we be smoking off for our teammates? The idea is like, well, we should be smoking for our teammates if we plan on taking the site. When we are smoked off or they have a molly down, we shouldn't be smoking because we can't push in, right? The idea is like, can we push in? If the answer is yes, we smoke, and then we're going to push in if the idea is to push in. And when you're smoking, right, you can throw something like, yeah, you can smoke here and then smoke spawn or something. Which is okay, or we could smoke like the connector here, which is another good one too. And it's the same idea. Like if we smoke this off, we're giving them too much control because they're just going to sit back there. We want to get control of backside here, halls, right? Another thing too is crosshair placement, right? So crosshair placement, for the most part, it's not that bad. You do have it on head level, which is good. I wouldn't hold like this. This isn't going to give us enough time to react. I would hold it like this. This way, it's like this gives you so much time to react if they come around the corner. And the second you see him, you shoot, you click, you get the kill. Because we're not a robot, we can't really get value out of holding this close, tight angle. It's going to be very, very hard. Lurking is very good, right? I actually like the way that you do lurk. Sometimes you do get timings, and it's good. Now, the one thing, though, when you do lurk, one thing you should always look at, you should look at the minimap a lot. Is your team pushing up? If your team is pushing up, boom, we smoke. We smoke for them, and we smoke the con or something, and then we can walk up. And when we are walking up, when you're by yourself, we should just make as little noise as possible, right? The second you make one sound, it's kind of over for you. Like, better players will just one step. In this rank, you can get away with it, but just understand that better players will punish you for making even a single step like this. So it's just better to kind of walk up. Or if you have an insane timing, you heard them all rotate B, tell your team, hey guys, fall back. Go back A. And you catch them on the rotations back to A. Sometimes we commit to too many sprays. And what did I mean about like spraying and then correcting our aim? This is what I meant. Like, this is something I would only do if I had to. And it's not bad to do it. Don't get me wrong. But I would only do it if I had to. Otherwise, it's just better to just readjust, right? It's better if I whiff to just strafe and then just like readjust our crosshair. When would I go for the spray? When my crosshair's like on them like that, I'm like, oh, that's on them. Sure, right? Well, all right. Well, good luck with your rank games. If you're playing any more today, enjoy the rest of your day.
You as well.
Have a good one. Take it easy.
If you're interested in coaching yourself, click the link in the description, click the book a lesson button, and select your plan and time.
So if you want to win free coaching, be sure to comment down below your Discord name without the hashtag and what you learned from the video. I'll be picking out a person randomly.